Okay, everyone, so we're going to talk about the important Unit 1 grammar we talked about in class. Okay, most important thing to remember, in English, we have to have one subject and one verb. That makes a sentence. In this video, we'll go over basic sentences, negative sentences, questions, the do verb, ing, and to. The same things that we did in class. So first off, there are two things you can do with a sentence in English. You can explain the state of the subject using what we call a linking verb. The most famous linking verb is our be verb. These sentences have a subject, the be verb, and a complement. Complement is kind of like an object. So these sentences like, I am Kevin. That's my state. I exist as Kevin. She is tired. That's her state. She's not doing anything. That's just the state that she is in. This be verb is kind of just like an equal sign. I equal Kevin. She equals tired. We can use this for nouns. We can use this for adjectives. And we can use this for preposition phrases. It is on the table. It is in the car. Things like that. That is our be verb for a basic statement, one thought. I exist as Kevin. All right? Then we can also have action verbs. We talk about a subject that is doing something, sometimes to an object. You play sports. He loves dogs. This is not a state. This is an action. State and action are different. Now, when you want to make a negative sentence, it's a little different for each of these verbs. For the be verb, when you're just talking about a link, all you have to do is add the word not. They are not sad. Here, we don't put the X there. They not are sad. No. Here, they are. They exist, not sad. If it's a different verb, then we have to cancel the whole thing. We drink not milk. This is wrong because we don't drink. We want to cancel the verb too. So we have to add do. We do not drink milk. Then we have questions when we want to know some information. The order is different. Verb first, then subject. Verb first, then subject. You can have a basic yes-no question. Are they tie? Be verb, subject. Or if you want some information, you add who or why. Or we have an action, we always have to add this do at the beginning for a question. Do they swim? Does it taste good? Or what do they like? Why does she play games? So here, the important thing to remember is that questions in English either start with a verb, for us, usually a be verb, or do, or they start with who, why, what, why, when, where. Questions start different than sentences. In a question, the first part is the thing we don't know. Are you Korean? Is this verb true or false? Yes or no? Or do you like soccer? Do you? Yes or no? When we start with the verb, it's just a yes or no question. If we start with a WH word, who, what, when, where, why, this is the information we don't know. Where are you from? I know you're from somewhere. Where? This information I don't know. Sometimes it's more than one word. What game does she like? This again is the information I need. So the most important thing to remember with this do helper verb is it only works with our action verbs, never with our be verb. I am do, he do, am, nothing like that. It's not a be verb. We can either make a statement, negative, I do not play soccer, or it comes at the beginning of a question. Do you play soccer? These are the only times you really need to use do. So when you hear do, means it's really important. It means this is a question or this is a negative. Now, there is one other way you can use do. This is less important. If someone makes a negative statement, you don't play soccer, or they just say something that isn't true, then if you want to emphasize this, what you said is wrong, then you can add this here. I do play soccer. You're wrong. I do play soccer. Again, we only add this do, and it's really important. The sentence is a negative, when it's a question, when there's a contradiction. So don't worry too much about this one. Just remember, do, action verbs, negatives, questions. Do and be verb, no. So in Unit 1, this is our main thing. Subject, verb, object. I play soccer. I like soccer. Soccer is fun. These are all subject, verb, and either object or complement. But what if we want to talk about play soccer? That's the thing I like. I like play soccer. This doesn't work. There's two verbs. We can't have two verbs in one sentence. So in English, we have to change this verb play to a noun. I like, we need to change it. So in English, verbs can change to nouns in two ways. The first one is called a gerund. This is the ing. Play, playing. Eat, eating. Watch, watching. Do, doing. This is like a real thing, doing the thing. I practice playing soccer. I practice that thing. He enjoys. This gives him pleasure. What gives him pleasure? Watching TV. So the play becomes playing. This is not a verb anymore. This is a verb, not a verb. In our unit, we're mostly focused on these ones. Play, to play. Eat, to eat. Watch, to watch. These are called infinitives. Okay? And much like infinity, this is a concept. It's an idea. It's a plan. It's not a real thing. So, if we look at these sentences, I want to learn English. This is my desire. It's not a real thing. It's just my dream, my wish. He plans to travel in the future, not now. This is plan. So, in English, we can turn verbs into nouns in these two ways. And we want to talk about the real thing, we use this. We want to talk about the idea, we use this. The problem is when we have these sentences. I like playing soccer, doing the thing. He loves watching TV. She hates doing homework. This one, saying the real thing. You like, love, you hate, you dislike, you prefer. But this also works with the idea too. I like to play soccer. I like the idea. I like the concept. I like that plan. He loves to watch TV. She hates to do homework. So, with these verbs, only these kind of verbs, like, love, hate, dislike, prefer, detest, these types of preference verbs, you can use both. It doesn't matter. I like playing, I like to play. Okay, so the last thing in this video and in class that we talked about was some of your sentences from your level test. I want speak English well. Here, there's two verbs, want and speak. This would have to be I want to speak English well. This one got closer. I want to speaking English well. Now here's the problem. To speak is right. I want to speak. Speaking, it's close, but that's not what we use with want. To and speaking, this is nothing. So don't mix these two. Okay, I speaking English. Here, speaking is not a verb. Ing is not a verb. My goal is get. My score is and get, two verbs. I want to English well. To, we need to have, want to speak English well, to do English well. Okay, so this video was just to remind you of what we did in class. I'm not great at making videos. I'll try to get better at this if students like this. Just remember, most important thing every student should have is the main idea. A basic English sentence is one subject and one verb.